I learned how to sew for this painting. Let me show you why. I'm a huge fan of drag, and I thought it would be really interesting if I spent a couple weeks conceptualizing and creating a full drag look, and then painting a self-portrait in that costume. The thing is, I've never sewn anything before. This is my first real garment. I went to my local fabric store and I spent like 300 bucks on a sewing machine, and then I went back home, cut up a bunch of old clothes, and I started making this costume. I think it's pretty clear, but I was like really underprepared for this project. I've practiced drag makeup for fun in my bedroom for a couple years, but I've never gotten in full drag. Like, I don't have pads or nails or wigs or anything, which are kind of necessary in my eyes if I wanted to make something that was really impressive. I knew that my drag would look kind of crafty, and I accepted that, but I was doing everything that I could to design around the things that I was missing. Like, I patterned out a ski mask kind of thing so that I wouldn't have to wear a wig, and I tried to add a lot of volume around my hips and my bust to exaggerate my silhouette. I wasn't particularly going for polish. I was much more interested in creating something that was bold and individual. Call me what you want, I'm a baby queen, I'm definitely a bedroom queen, but like, I think that I had a unique perspective, a strong vision, and the drive to create it. And in my opinion, that's all you need to make interesting art. Creating something that's kind of experimental and crafty looking, to me, is a lot more exciting than straight lines and boring ideas. I definitely jammed up my machine a couple times, I sewed some stuff on backwards, and there was a lot of seam ripping, but in the end, I had such a good time, and I think I created something that was pretty fierce. After about 10 days of sewing, I got into full drag for the first time, and I took my reference photos, and then I jumped into the painting part of this process. This is one of those projects that has really rewritten the way that I think about my creative process. A couple weeks ago, I believed that the only way that I would be truly fulfilled in my life is if I was creating paintings, and I don't think that's true anymore. I think that I'm someone who's fulfilled by creating, period. Ever since I was a kid, I've always loved making things with my hands. I was kind of taught how to crochet when I was like 9 or 10 or something, and you couldn't pull me away from my little project, and I worked on it every day until I was done with it. And then I moved on to rainbow loom, or jigsaw puzzles, or friendship bracelets, or drawing. The feeling of making something is euphoric to me. This project helped me realize that discovery is the part of the creative process that I'm most drawn to. And that's when this canvas became my playground, not a paint by number. I started to love painting again. It was the same feeling I had when I first picked up my paintbrush, and it's the same feeling I had a month ago when I was sewing this costume for the first time. And this is the feeling that I'm gonna chase forever. Recently, I found myself sitting in front of a canvas knowing exactly what I need to do, how I'm gonna get there, and about how long it's gonna take. And moments like this make me resent painting. The process of creation means nothing to me if it's a procedure instead of an adventure. Every single time I pick up a paintbrush from here forward, this project has reminded me that what I'm looking for is to discover something new. I'd love to continue this project into more costumes and more paintings, and I'd love to see how my drag evolves through the perspective of a painter.